Hello friends. This year marks my 5th year moving to my dream city in 2021, and I have some reflections on this that I wanted to share. Is this still my dream city? Do I see myself living here forever? And for the record, I am not at home. This is not where I live. I'm actually on a staycation right now with my boyfriend and my dog. And yeah, we splurged on this room with a really nice terrace, and we are very lucky that the weather has been so nice this weekend. My name is Julie, in case you don't know me. I am originally from Southern California, but I moved here to New York City 5 years ago. And am I still in love with it? Well, to answer that question very straightforwardly, yes, I am absolutely still head over heels in love with the city. I've been dreaming of moving here since I was a little girl, maybe since like middle school, because I was really into fashion at the time, and this place is like where fashion dreams are made of. But yeah, I wanted to take some time to talk about mainly the things that I love about living here, but also a couple things that I don't. So to talk about one of my favorite things about living here in New York City is the fact that I feel like everyone who lives here kind of has an edge to them. Because what kind of people in their right mind would move to a city just to live in an overpriced shoebox and deal with so many daily inconveniences and angry people and delayed trains? Like, you have to be like a little crazy, right? And I just feel like that makes this city unique, is that first of all, it's a city where it's very expensive to live in. It's not like any other city in the country. And so I feel like a lot of people that move here, they're either extra ambitious or extra artistic or extra creative, extra romantic. Like, there's just always something a little bit special about people that move here, and that allows me to like meet a lot of different types of personalities and people from different walks of life. So it's very exciting, and you don't feel like you're living in a bubble when you're in New York City. People don't really judge you, because how can they when there are so many interesting personalities here? Yeah, so that's definitely like one thing I love. And does that mean I'm a little crazy? Maybe. But I'd rather be crazy than mediocre. So that is why I love New York City. It's definitely not a mediocre city. This is the hotel that we're staying at, by the way, 33 Hotel. And I'm taking you guys with me throughout my day to continue on with this video. Except Pico wants to be stubborn right now. So nice. There he goes. We're gonna walk to the water, which is literally just right there. And there's a really nice view of the Brooklyn Bridge too.
Here to go down.
Oh, okay. This is like probably the neighborhood in Manhattan that we frequent the least. I think I've only ever been down here like 3 times. And I don't know if Wall Street counts, but yeah. Well, look, there's a bunch of, we can sit over there.
Yeah.
So many seats.
I saw. There's that road.
Can you guys see the Brooklyn Bridge behind me? We found a nice little spot here with some shade and some sun, and it feels so good. Okay, but my next favorite thing about living in New York City is just how global it is here. I am from California, so I am from like a pretty diverse city already. I'm from LA. But coming here, it's like a whole nother level. Like, I've never been around so many ethnicities in my life. And I've learned that you can celebrate many, many cultures all at once. And you can learn something from every culture that you're around, whether that's through small talk when you're just taking a walk, or whether that's through like supporting your local business, like a cafe or restaurant, which I do frequently. You learn a lot about people here, and it's just such a melting pot. Like, it makes you feel small, but in a good way. It just makes you feel like the world is beyond just you. And it's like changed my life actually in a really big way, because now that I travel so much, because I wasn't doing travel vlogs really before I moved here, but now that I travel so much, like I found that I can connect with so many people here in New York City because I've been to their countries or their hometowns, and it just makes like conversations a lot more meaningful and just makes them deeper. And sometimes I don't even intend on like learning about people's cultures actively. It's just like inevitable when you live here because there are so many immigrants. And even with my coworkers too, I have Haitian coworkers, Puerto Rican coworkers, and we all are very prideful of where we're from, and we share things about our cultures. We laugh, we relate, and there's always something that you can connect on with every single culture. I feel we all have something in common. So yeah, I just love how global it is in New York City. It makes you feel like you're traveling without really traveling, and I love that so much. Hey, are you having fun? He's been getting so much sunbathing time, this kid. Huh. This trip, you guys, was truthfully for him. My dog and his vacations, man. Such a spoiled kid. There's so much like outdoor seating where you can just sunbathe and look out and just chill. It's really nice. Time for lunch. We got some takeout from Xi'an Famous Foods. We were gonna dine outside with Pika, but he got a little tired. Plus, it's like really chaotic and crowded outside because there's some sort of tennis event, so we just decided to get some comfort food back here at this hotel that we splurged on anyways and just like enjoy the room. And we're trying not to leave Pika unattended during this weekend too. So what did we get? We got some, this is so dangerous because I'm wearing a white shirt. Wow, some lamb dumplings. These are sweet and sour. They look so good.
Pork belly.
Pork belly noodles. Their signature super thick and chewy noodles. I remember their dumplings being good. I've had them before. Basically like a big giant sheet of dough. It is officially nap time on this beautiful king-size bed. Are you ready? He used to be able to just jump up on the bed, and honestly this one's pretty low. He can probably jump up, but his arthritis says no. Probably not the best thing to do. Oh, I think he's gonna attempt it. Okay, come on. Okay, Mama help you. Come here. Oi, hey, come here. Good boy. Oi. Oh, yeah, there you go, big boy, honey. You happy? Good night. I have my sunglasses on because I'm gonna go out on the terrace. My best friend has decided to join me out here while I talk about the next couple of things that I love about living in New York City. Okay, the next one is definitely something that's changed my life and the way that I travel and the way that I've been able to run my YouTube channel, because I don't think I would have been able to travel to as many places if I didn't live here. But it's just the ease and the affordability of traveling to different parts of the world. When I used to live in San Diego, I did travel quite a bit as well internationally, but we would always have to go to LA and fly out of that airport to go to places around the world. But with JFK being such a major hub, I can get to Portugal within 6 hours and for less than $400. I have done that before. Going to London, going to Paris, and going to South America, Central America. It's all so close. It's all really easy to get to. There are multiple flights a day going to so many different countries, and you can find really good deals, like especially to Europe. I've seen flights to Milan for $370. I've seen flights to Barcelona for $200, and these are round trip prices. So living here, being close to so many like other countries, it's just been a game changer for my travel budget, how often I travel, and just like it's been such a gateway to be able to like see the rest of the world. So yeah, I mean, I think about how like people who live in Kansas, how they're going to get to Colombia or Brazil, like it sucks because they probably have to go through like 1 or 2 layovers. But here in New York City, so many nonstop flights, and that just saves on money and time. And yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's a big, big reason as to how I can travel so often. The next reason I love living here is the public transit. And I think a lot of people here can agree. I mean, it is a love and hate relationship. Like, it's not the best public transportation system. It's not the most well kept. It's not the safest. It's not the most on time either. But it exists, and it is the main mode of transportation that New Yorkers have is the trains, the buses. By trains, I mean subways. But yeah, it's just been amazing not having to drive, not having to pay for parking, not having to find parking. And it's also just kept me so much more active because I walk as much as I can now. And even along the way, like I love seeing small businesses and like discovering ones that I would have never been able to discover if I were to drive, because you know, you'd most likely just drive by. But you just kind of stop and notice the little things. And so I love that. Okay. He's now on the table. But yeah, I love the walkability and the widespread use of public transit here, because I just feel like it gives me a really nice sense of freedom. Like I go out and I have access to, like, easy access to so many places in the city, and I don't have to worry about logistics. So yes, love that about New York City. We're out at dinner now at this place called Osteria del Porto, I believe. Pika is in attendance.
You don't always say it. Mine experience. Mine's into July. It's like they re-up every July. It's usually loose.
We got clam linguine. It's like my favorite pasta. And for some protein, we got a chicken milanesa with an arugula salad on top and this cute little salt shaker. What? I just need to...
What's this? Put a lime on it and stuff.
We are at this place called Fresh Salt, and it is amazing because they have a happy hour every single day. Today's a Sunday and they still have it until 8 p.m. So we got a Bronx Pilsner for $8. Wait, is it $8? Yeah, $8. And then a glass of wine for $10. This area is pretty expensive, so what a steal. Okay, so moving along with some other things that I love about living in the Big Apple. This is simple, but I really love the 4 seasons here and experiencing winter, spring, summer, and fall. Because coming from California, we didn't have that. It was pretty much always warm, dry, and there were a few rare days of rain, but for the most part, it was just like one season, to the point where I never even check the weather app. But here, I check it every single day because the weather is so temperamental. But it's been really fun, like experiencing different seasons, and I love looking forward to the next season and all the festivities that go around New York City. Like everyone is always kind of in the spirits when it comes to like Christmas during the winter or like cherry blossoms during the springtime. And then New York City summers are just so much fun, so vibrant, and lots to do. So yeah, it's been fun. And also, like, I love the shopping and the fashion that goes with the different seasons. And then another thing that I love that kind of goes hand in hand with that is just the amount of events that go on in this city. Like, there is probably a club for anything you can imagine here. As quirky as you are, if you have like really unique hobbies, like I'm pretty sure you can find your people here. So I really love that. There are so many resources and websites and social media accounts that you can go on to check what is happening here. And it's a good way for you to find community too, because a lot of people here in New York City, they're not from here. So I think everyone wants to bond with other people that have similar interests or who want to build community. So yeah, there's never really a dull moment here, and just something always going on. And I'm not gonna lie, because I have my YouTube, I'm not like out there all the time finding new clubs to join or making new friends or anything like that, but I know that the options are there if I want to, and I'm very grateful for that. Ice cream. Whoa, it's so sticky.
Does the taste mango sticky ricey or not?
Very coconutty. I like it. I like any ice cream. Okay, I'll bring you up. Oh yeah, there you go. I don't know. Okay, this lighting behind me looks crazy. It's very yellow. Sit down, Pika. He's trying to find a spot. Oh, there you go, honey. So I wanted to end off the video with talking about just a couple of things that I don't like about living in New York City. Honestly, there aren't that many that I can think of because I just love living here so much. And I know this isn't a city that a lot of people can live in, but I personally think that the pros outweigh the cons like so much. But if I really had to pick a couple of things that I don't like about New York City, one, it would definitely have to be the safety. It could be a lot better. I do eventually want to live in Asia where safety is not really much of a concern for people living there. It's just safe everywhere. You can walk around at 2 a.m. as a woman by yourself in most major Asian cities. I mean, it depends, but in a lot of them you can. And yeah, I mean, even in the subway stations, I'm always really on guard, to be honest, especially standing on the platform, especially with all the Asian hate during COVID, like all of that still scares me. So I do try to be very aware of my surroundings. And then especially at night, I don't usually go out anymore, honestly. This is not to say that I want to ever live in like a suburb or anywhere that is like protected or like being in a bubble, but I do wish that I was able to have my guard down a little bit more. The other thing that I could kind of think of is some sort of loneliness, because my boyfriend Andrew and I, we moved across the country, just us two, here to New York City. Andrew didn't even have a job when he moved here, and we knew no one here, absolutely no one. And so we built a life for ourselves the last 5 years, and it's been really rewarding and fun. But I did leave some people that I love back home in California, especially my best friend. And it can be really lonely sometimes because like you can't update them immediately on things that happen anymore. And also like, I don't even think it's lonely in the sense of like distance, because I've done a pretty good job, I feel like, of maintaining my long distance friendships and keeping in touch with them and stuff like that. For me, it's more so like we live totally different lives here in New York City now, that sometimes I've noticed that when I kind of meet back with these people again from back home, there is a little bit of distance in our conversations. Like the way we live our lives are so different, and that kind of is very like apparent the more and the longer I live here. So I don't know, it is that kind of like loneliness that we just like don't live the same lifestyles anymore, because New York City is such a different city from like the rest of the cities in the US, you know, like you have to be a certain kind of person to live here, you have to live with certain kind of inconveniences, and it's easier to talk to people here about living in New York City versus people back home. You know, for me, it's just like I had to make like friends here again. I had to like join certain groups, communities, and I had to make my own friends, and making friends as an adult is not the easiest. I feel like I can talk about that in a whole other like spiel, but yeah, there's definitely like a certain level of loneliness living here that I feel like I've gotten over, but it's definitely like something I didn't really quite think of when I first moved here with just Andrew and my dog. So, will I live in New York City forever? I think I will always find my way back here. I don't know if I've said this on my channel before, but my goal is to live in Asia for some time in my life. I am definitely going to make that happen. Where in Asia, I don't know. I love so many different countries and cities in Asia, but something in my heart says that I will be back here, even if I move somewhere else, because this is just like my favorite city in the world. And it is really good for the time that I'm in, for the phase that I'm in right now in my life. If it weren't for me living here, I probably wouldn't really have this YouTube channel, because it's allowed me to make so many amazing videos. Just me living here in New York City, it's allowed me to do that. So I will love New York City forever. And I think that I will like live here again at some point, even if I move away. But all this to say, I'm really glad that I listened to my intuition during COVID to move here, because it's been my dream since I was little, and I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself for finally like not putting it in the back burner, not thinking that I couldn't do it, because honestly, I wasn't confident enough for years to think that I can move here to this big bustling city, but I did it, and I'm very, very happy here, and I know that it was the right decision for sure. So anyways, happy 5th anniversary to me living here in New York City. I hope you enjoyed listening to my reflections. And if you are someone who wants to move to New York City, just do it. Just do it. It's going to be the most amazing experience you'll ever have in your life. All right, that's it. We're going to wrap up the night. Watch a K-drama. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye.